The news we are about to reveal is not just stunning, but completely heartbreaking. Welcome to Reality TV Reckoning. Reality TV Reckoning can reveal that Loren and Alexei Brovarnik have formally filed for divorce after a thorough investigation and confirmation from several people close to their inner circle. That's just the headline. The documents were signed and turned in to the court this morning. What's equally scarier is the backstory. You heard properly, yes. It has been discovered by a covert source. For 2 years, Alexei and Tori have been covertly dating. Finally, on February 20th, 2026, they will formally tie the knot. Australia is where Tori resides. Alexei chose to wed Tori because she agreed to settle Alex Brovarnik's $1.1 million secret debt. Additionally, Loren Brovarnik, Alex Brovarnik's wife, is divorced. We have been assembling this story for months, so buckle up. In order to comprehend the extent of this betrayal, we must first go back to the image they worked so hard to build. Alexei, the reliable, stoic, and attractive Israeli physician. Loren, the vivacious, powerful American lady who spoke up for their affection. Together, they created a brand, millions of fans, sponsored content, and what seemed to be the ideal Florida lifestyle. As one squad against the world, they put up a united front. However, our sources claim that shortly after the birth of their second child, that front started to fall apart. Our investigation started with rumors of substantial financial gain rather than a tip on an affair. Difficulty. Alexei had accumulated a sizable secret debt, according to a source close to the couple's financial management team, who talked to us on condition of anonymity out of concern for potential legal retaliation. We are discussing money that can change lives. $1.1 million is the amount. Even with endorsements, how can a man on a reality TV star's income accrue so much debt? According to our sources, Alexei alone conducted a slew of disastrous, covert investments without Loren's awareness. He reportedly made significant investments in cryptocurrency, particularly heeding the guidance of internet celebrities when the market was at its highest. He was leveraged to the hilt when the crash occurred. In addition to that, he co-signed a loan for a family member in Israel for a business endeavor that ended in disaster. A ticking time bomb beneath the foundation of their marriage, the debt grew silently. We are informed that Loren was completely kept in the dark. They kept a combined bank account for family and domestic spending and separate bank accounts for personal purposes. Alex's. He was able to conceal the growing crisis by keeping financial errors to his personal accounts. Separate accounts, however, don't matter to creditors. The strain started to increase. Previously infrequent disagreements became commonplace. According to the insider, Loren was aware that something was off. He seemed aloof, anxious, and always on his phone. But each time she questioned him, he put it down to his job, the pressure of filming, or being a dad. Between them, the falsehood served as a barrier. The story's first ominous turn occurs at this point. According to our findings, Alexei Brovarnik made contact with a woman named Tori online around 2 years ago. Based in Melbourne, Australia, Tori is a 28-year-old luxury real estate broker. There is some conjecture as to how they met. According to one insider, Alexei joined a closed, exclusive social media club for wealthy people looking for investment opportunities in an attempt to get out of his financial bind. According to a different story, it was via a mutual friend. In the travel sector. Whatever the introduction, what started out as a virtual relationship swiftly developed into something far closer. We have texts that attest to the emotional and subsequently physical nature of this relationship, which have been validated by 2 separate digital forensic specialists that we engaged. Loren was frequently informed that Alex's wellness retreats and travels were actually secret encounters with Tori. Our research team has aircraft manifests that reveal Alexei. Over the last 18 months, I have made 3 distinct trips to Australia. Loren shared on social media about taking care of things when Alexei was away at work, and each time it coincided with a period. The deception's audacity is astounding. He was doing sponsored postings for food delivery kits with his wife and filming family scenes for Pillow Talk, all the while keeping up a full-fledged second relationship on a different continent. According to our source in the production firm, who also asked not to be named, there were muttering on the set. Alex used his phone with caution at all times. He answers calls outside more often than not. Everyone dismissed the tension as stress, even though the cameras weren't always able to capture it. Nobody wanted to think he was telling the truth. Furthermore, who is Tori? Our detectives from around the world have put together a profile. Tori's family is quite wealthy. Her mother is a successful fashion designer, while her father is a well-known cardiologist. Tori is an astute businesswoman in the high-end real estate marketplace. People who know her describe her as personable, motivated, and used to achieving her goals. It appears that Alex Brovarnik was what she desired. This leads us to the money, which is at the heart of the whole issue. A person having first-hand knowledge of the financial activities, according to our primary source. About 8 months ago, Alexei and Tori's covert connection reached a pivotal moment. Alex's debtors were getting closer. The $1.1 million debt was set to be made public, endangering not just his own reputation but also the family's financial security and successful public image. He was in a grave situation. At this moment, Tori made him an offer, in fact, an ultimatum. During a crucial video conference between Alexei and Tori, our source was virtually present. This was the offer. Tori would send the money right away to cover Alex's whole debt of $1.1 million. She was going to clean his slate. He would have to leave Loren and wed her in exchange. This wasn't a loan. This was a transaction, a buy. Alex's marriage and family suffered as a result of his debt relief. According to our source, Alexei is completely stunned. He remained quiet for a while. He was being crushed by the thought of leaving behind his wife, kids, shy Ariel, and their newest baby. However, the weight of the debt, the embarrassment, and the anxiety of going bankrupt was too much to bear. And he saw an escape route at that very time. He acknowledged that it was a clever, if morally reprehensible, escape. To prevent being discovered right away, money was moved gradually through a number of offshore accounts before ending up in Alex's personal account. In just a few weeks, he settled his debts. According to our informant, the relief was evident right away, but so was a fresh, intense sense of guilt. In his own house, he turned into a ghost. Right then and there, the marriage to Loren was essentially ended. He was simply awaiting the ideal moment to formally announce it, while maintaining the pretense for the public and cameras. According to people close to Loren, she was blaming herself and living in a state of uncertainty and anguish during all of this. Although she acknowledged Alexei's transformation, she blamed it on the demands of their public lives and new fatherhood. She made an effort to get back in touch by offering couples counseling and organizing romantic vacations, but Alexei rejected or obstructed her requests, claiming that they had something to do with the debt he was concealing. Her spouse had already sold the marriage she was battling for. The last. We are informed that the altercation took place 3 weeks ago. Loren hired a private investigator because she suspected another lady. In a matter of days, the PI had given Loren indisputable evidence, pictures of Alexei and Tori together from his most recent business trip, logs of their continuous correspondence, and most importantly, Danny Me. The financial documents that traced the significant transfer to Alex's account from an Australian firm connected to Tori. It seemed to be a tragic and explosive confrontation. Alex, confronted with the proof, admitted to all of it. The agreement he had made, the debt, and the affair. Loren remained silent, according to our source. She requested him to leave the family home that very evening, in tears of despair. At the moment, he is lodging at a Miami short-term rental unit. The divorce documents were prepared right away. Citing Alexei's unstable and dishonest nature, Loren is requesting full physical custody of the kids along with supervised visits. Additionally, she is legitimately pursuing spousal support and a substantial. Despite the fact that his debt remains secret, our legal experts believe she is entitled to a portion of their joint assets. The plan is already underway, but what about Alexei and Tori's future? According to our sources, Alexei believes the divorce is moving forward now that it has been formally filed. A wedding date has been selected by him and Tori. On February 20, 2026, they intend to formally tie the knot in a sumptuous ceremony in Melbourne, Australia. Alexei's K-1 Fiancé visa application is already being prepared by immigration attorneys. The cycle appears to be repeating itself, but in such cynical circumstances that they scorn the 90-day fiancé process as a whole. We am informed that Tori is overjoyed. She paid for what she received. However, one must question the basis of such a partnership. Will there ever be true love in a marriage that started out as a business deal? Is Alexei just trading one gilded cage for another, or what? The path ahead for Loren is one of recovery and being a single mother. She is totally focused on her 3 kids. She is encircled by her close friends and family, who are apparently incensed at Alex's treachery. She has been adored by the 90-day fiancé community, and they are about to support her in a level that we have rarely seen. This is unquestionably one of the most heartbreaking and well-planned tales to ever come out of reality TV. The novel examines the negative aspects of celebrity, the destructive force of financial secrets, and the extent people would go to in order to avoid the repercussions. It's the end of the fairy tale. The truth has arrived, and for Loren and her kids, it is a devastating one. We have contacted TLC, Alexei, Brovarnik, and Loren Branik's representatives for comment. We have not heard back as of the time of this recording. Naturally, we'll keep you informed of any statements they make. How do you feel about this startling revelation? Tell us in the comments section below. Please click the like button if you thought this investigation was enlightening. Additional updates. Loren Brovarnik disclosed that she had after her challenging pregnancy with kid number 3, she had a hysterectomy. She also recently posted a frightening news on her husband Alexei's family in Israel. In the midst of these difficulties, Loren and Alexei have finally decided to leave the US and move abroad with their kids. I'll tell you all about it. Recently, Loren Brovarnik revealed a significant revelation about her personal life. When she admitted to having a hysterectomy, the rumors that she was carrying her 4th child finally subsided. The 90-day finance celebrity revealed that she got plastic surgery a few months ago. During the months surrounding Loren and Alexei, several rumors regarding a possible family enlargement appeared. Following their marriage, the happy couple had 3 babies in quick succession. Fans were therefore curious as to whether the TLC stars intended to have another child. Loren also had a mommy makeover to get in shape after giving birth. She underwent liposuction and fat transfer, breasts, as well as a stomach tucked to fix her diastasis. After her reconstructive surgery, the reality TV star admitted that she was still suffering from baby fever. Loren, however, seems to have changed her mind and had her tubes tied. What exactly has she revealed? Could you tell me the date of her surgery? Loren Brovarnik's choice to get plastic surgery initially sparked a lot of criticism on 90-Day Fiancé. We refer to it as a natural mommy makeover. After the surgery, she felt very confident. However, given how young her kids were, many bystanders believed the TLC star should have avoided the dangerous treatment. Following the procedure, Brovarnik faced months of recuperation and a host of possibly lethal outcomes. Her critics accused her of selfishness for not taking her kids into account. Earlier this year, there were rumors that the reality TV personality had undergone another surgery. Many people thought Loren was arranging for a hysterectomy since she included an OB/GYN in a hospital photo that she published. Since then, Native American has kept quiet about her surgery on social media. Was it really hers? Loren Brovarnik's body underwent significant changes after giving birth to her 3 children. In less than 3 years, she gave birth to 3 children. As a result, the TLC star's general health declined, but Loren was determined to grow his family. She experienced baby fever even after having 3 children. The 90-day Fiancé star appears to have made the decision not to have a 4th child, though. Following everything, his wife, Alexei, never truly supported having additional kids, even as she recovered from the mommy makeover. In a recent podcast, Loren talked about their family and revealed some really personal details. The latter eventually revealed their covert want for a 4th child, saying, "I actually got a hysterectomy 4.5 months ago, which I was very private about." However, the American native's near-death experience with the delivery of her first kid prevented her from having any further children. Her 3rd child. Loren and Alexei never talked about the challenges they had after Ari was born. The former claims that 35 minutes after Ari started to tear her uterus, she was out of me and the neonatologist arrived. On August 19th, she appeared on the Between Us Moms podcast to tell her tale. The 90-day Fiancé star shared her physician's advice after delivering birth. Brovarnik may be alive today if she had waited just 5 more minutes. As Iran initiates an aerial attack on Israel, Loren Brovarnik provides a frightening report on her husband Alexei's family in Israel. The star of Happily Ever After, a 90-day fiancé, Loren Brovarnik, is sharing details about Alexei Brovarnik's family. While organizing a birthright trip group, Loren, a Fidian, met Alexei, an Israeli doctor. 3 children have been born to Loren and Alexei since the 3rd season of 90 Days of Sunshine. Additionally, following the first 3 months of their most current show, Loren and Alexei, Loren has publicly expressed her support for the victims of the conflict between Israel and Palestine. It's frightening, even though their goals have temporarily taken a backseat. The star of 90 Days of Love, Loren Brovarnik, is worried for Alex Brannick's family's safety in their homeland due to the ongoing war between Israel and the Palestinian militant organization Hamas in the Gaza Strip. Loren has received messages from several of Alex's Israeli fans asking where his family lives. Loren sent a screen image from a story about Iran's massive attack on Israel with missiles and drums. Loren surrounded Nazareth to confirm that it was, in fact, the home of Alex's family. In an Instagram post, Loren thanked God her loved ones were safe despite the horrific circumstances. Loren responded to the kind words and well wishes from her followers. As they celebrated their oldest child's 4th birthday, Loren and Alexei kept an eye on. Keep an eye on Israeli news. The baby Shai was born on April 14, 2020. Loren gave Shai a blue bike for his birthday. Furthermore, she shared an old picture of Shai as a baby with her maid in Israel. Loren laughed in response. He was, indeed. He added that it happened after a wonderful night out in Tel Aviv when someone asked about his Israeli conception. Fans of 90 Day Fiancé will finally get to meet Loren and her kids in the next episode of Happily Ever After Season 8. Season 2 of Loren's 3rd pregnancy was highlighted in After the 90 Days. This time, Loren will be seen as a mother of 3 young children who is also dealing with challenges related to her own body image. The preview for episode 6 indicates that Alexei refers to it as their final 1st birthday. And in September 2023, Loren and Ariel will celebrate Ariel's 1st birthday. Since Loren doesn't have stretch marks or cellulite, her buddy tries to convince her that she doesn't have the impression. My objective is to get to the point where I can look in the mirror and feel confident and at ease. Will my 90-day engagement come to an end? Loren, the celebrity, admits that she is frequently told how gorgeous she is. She finds it flattering when people say they can't believe she has 3 children. The praise simply goes in one ear and out the other because Loren isn't comfortable. Loren's mother is worried that Loren may experience issues during the treatment. Nervous. It is certainly not a spoiler that Loren's natural mommy makeover in September 2023 included a tummy tuck, liposuction, and fat transfer to her breasts. After a terrible pregnancy experience, this female 90-day fan star discloses that she had a hysterectomy. On 90 Days to a Fiancé, celebrity surgeon Loren Brovarnik revealed that he had a hysterectomy behind closed doors due to persistent health problems. After denying rumors of a 4th pregnancy, she talked about her recent private life. It was widely believed that she and Alexei intended to have more children. Since there was no discernible change in her appearance, she did not approve of her mother's makeover. Loren was unhappy with the results of her cosmetic procedures. She acknowledged that in order to increase her level of fitness, she might retake the classes. Her postpartum physique caused her to lose her self-confidence and to be unhappy. She begged Alexei to allow her to undergo bracing fat transfer, liposuction, and gastric bypass surgery. Repair the diastasis in her abdomen. Despite having expensive cosmetic surgery, she couldn't get rid of the desire to have children. Loren and Alex of Brovarnik's long-awaited desire of visiting Israel was finally realized, accompanied by their 3 children. The couple has always talked about how much they love and are a part of the country because it is his home. They voiced their concerns about Israel and Iran going to war on social media. But their critics displayed the hostility on a regular basis. Nevertheless, Loren posted a rotating collection of pictures taken at the airport during the family reunion on Instagram. Some of her supporters had long pondered when they will come together because Alex preferred to teach his kids Israeli values. The pictures captured the brood's happiness. He raised the flag of his country with a big smile on his face. She wrote, "There's no better feeling. I hope you have a nice chat with your loved ones." August 19th, Tuesday. Loren Brovarnik was invited to participate in a quick interview with the Between Us Moms podcast about her pregnancy and health experiences. She shared specifics about her current life, which has changed significantly due to the 3 pregnancies she has had in the last 3 years. She found out that having the 4th one might put her safety in danger. Although Loren's daughter Ari was their last child, Alexei had hoped for more. She was nearly killed by the little angel during the birth. When the mother started to bleed profusely from the uterus, the neonatologist sounded an alarm to alert the couple that they could not afford to wait even 5 more minutes. Ari was born 35 minutes after them, making it challenging to save both of them. While admitting that AR's story had been kept under wraps for a while, Loren also disclosed that she had a concealed hysterectomy 4.5 months prior. It's difficult to be in front of the cameras without considering having children of their own. By parenting her kids, the reality star is looking after her physical and mental well-being. Loren also acknowledged that she is no longer able to conceive naturally. Even the hysterectomy was a last resort after everything that had gone wrong with the prior pregnancy. At first, they were willing to try something new, but the concept itself was frightening. Although she anticipated she would eventually talk about her hysterectomy, she stated that she would prefer to keep quiet about it. Alexei Brovarnik and Loren have departed from us with children. However, why? Happily ever after's 90-day fiancé couple, Alexei Brovarnik and Loren, are feeling euphoric and extremely happy in their new life overseas. They were married in 2015 and cherished their first few years together. Additionally, they welcomed Shai into the world in 2020. Loren and Alexei were persuaded to bring Asha and Ariel into their household by the pleasures of parenthood. They became a responsible couple and their marriage prospered because of the solid family they built. Although Alexei and Loren's marriage is functioning well, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict made it difficult for them to decide to move to Israel a few years ago. They had planned to leave the nation, but they have made the decision to stay in Florida for the time being. Their marriage became more strained when Loren decided to have a mommy makeover surgery last year. The risks that could be associated with these operations also worried Alexei. Alexei opposed this decision. However, Loren and Alexei's relationship was restored when they set aside their disagreements and cooperated. Loren and Alexei have attempted short trips to Israel. They used to solely visit the Middle Eastern country to meet Redditors, even throughout the war. They posted pictures of their entire journey to social media to show their followers that they were safe. In recent months, Loren has hinted that she wants to go back to Israel. She expressed her desire to move to Israel with her family in the future. To the surprise of her fans, Loren made the decision to travel to Israel in July 2025. She failed to mention that she was taking all 3 of her kids on vacation this time. Loren and Alexei left the United States around July 4, 2025. In the photos they posted from the airport, they appeared happy to be in Israel. The pictures were taken at the airport entry with the words, "Welcome to Israel," displayed in the background. They looked like a family ready for a fun trip, dressed in matching black and white apparel. Loren conveyed her joy to her fans by writing, "No better feeling. I hope Shabbat Shalom is enjoyable for your family." As the post received 46,000 likes, many of her supporters liked it to show their support and best wishes. Over the years, they have started referring to Israel as their real home in captions, images, and Instagram stories. Recently, Loren has been emphasizing that Israel is her one and only home by using the hashtag home in her social media posts. Only real home. She wants her fans to know how much she values her Jewish background and how much she cares for Israel. In a recent Instagram story, Alexei alluded to why Israel is so important to them. He wrote, "Always making it happen. Thank you for being amazing." Loren Brovarnik's 14th visit to Israel in 11 years. Despite ongoing conflict in some areas, Loren, Alexei, and their 3 kids are doing well in Israel. Loren updates her fans on Instagram, telling them she is okay and having a great time. A fantastic vacation. Loren just shared a tale on Instagram about her adventures in Nazareth Illit, where she exclaimed, "I'm the only Jewish person on this balcony right now. I was not disturbed, by the way." Loren claims that this is the reality of Israel, where people are happy. She advised her listeners to not be swayed by propaganda. In 2025, Loren and Alexei traveled to Israel around July 4th. They will most likely stay in the country for a week or longer before returning to the United States. Loren had previously suggested on Instagram that before the end of the month, they will extend their holiday by 1 week. If she is really about spending more time in Israel as she promised fans, the Brovarnik family ought to be back in the United States. Regarding the precise time of their homecoming, Loren and Alexei have remained silent. According to certain theories, Loren and Alexis's voyage to Israel is connected to their debut in Season 9 of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After. Perhaps they will. During their last appearance on the show, they discussed the possibility of moving to Israel and share their plans to do so. When they traveled to Israel, they might have been thinking of a future there. The happy couple may choose to stay in the United States with their kids or move permanently to Israel during their 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After tour.